Hi, I'm Mike, and people are always asking me what shoes do I wear. As you can see, I have a lot of shoes to pick from in here, and I'm a pretty active person, so I decided to show you guys what shoes that I personally use for the activities that I take part in. So let's take a real quick look. I brought a bag in today that has most of the stuff that I use. Depending on what activity I'm doing, I try to select a pair of shoes that's going to provide a comfortable workout and to protect my feet. So the first thing I do is, typically in a week, is I do like a functional fitness workout, and I normally do it outside, and I typically wear a minimal pair of shoes for that. This is the New Balance Minimus. This is a 4mm drop shoe. I've had these for probably going on a year and a half. We still sell these. They're pretty comfortable right now. I think we've got some on sale. I would definitely recommend having a pair of these. They're super flexible. I've run in them, and I've run probably up to about 11 miles in these shoes, but it's not my go-to for a longer kind of distance run. I can do short distances in them still, but I prefer to use these for basically just a outdoor functional fitness, like kettlebell, body weight type exercise. When I don't want to go barefoot, or if I'm in a gym and I can't go barefoot, but I want that sort of barefoot feeling, that's when I go with these minimal shoes. The type workout that includes some running, anywhere from 100 yards, 100 meters, quarter mile, half mile, 1 mile in intervals. Then I really prefer to wear these Hoka Rincons. So this is the Hoka Rincon 2. This is what it looks like. The Rincon 2 weighs 7.7 ounces, so it's super, super lightweight. This is a 5mm drop shoe. It's cushiony without being, without having a super stack height. So if I'm doing kettlebell swings, for example, and I want to have a stable base, I can definitely wear this and still go out and do my half-mile intervals and have a very big degree of comfort on my runs. So my feet are protected, my workout is fine, because a little bit of cushioning that I get in these shoes, which is not a little bit, it's more like a lot of cushioning, but that cushioning doesn't interfere with my workout. I still have a feeling of being grounded because this stack height is not super high. So we went from the barefoot shoes, barefoot feeling shoes, to this shoe, which is a really fast, versatile shoe. If I was going to say there was one shoe in the store that's the most versatile, it would probably be the Rincon 2s. Most of us can use this shoe for every single activity that we do. It's light, it's cushiony. You can do a half marathon, daily training. It's going to wear out a little bit more quickly than some of the other shoes that we're going to look at, but super, super versatile. Great shoe. Definitely in my top 10. So if I want to do some other stuff, like behind my house, I have a green area and some woods and stuff like that, so that includes a trail that's about up to about a half a mile that has some hills in it. So I like to incorporate that in my workouts in the morning as well. So I also have these Timp 1.5. These are from Altra. This shoe is more of a all-terrain bottom on it. It's designed as a trail shoe. It is a zero drop shoe, meaning there's the heel height and the forefoot height are exactly the same. The stack height on this one is, I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's a pretty cushiony shoe. It's a great shoe to work out in if you're doing kettlebell swings or squats or something like that. This has a really wide base on it. super, super comfortable. And then if you're going to go and run in it, it's comfortable. It's really wide in the front for those of us with wide feet. Just enough cushioning to kind of get your feeling that you're not just touching, you're not feeling every rock and stone on the ground or anything like that. You can do, and in my workouts, I typically, in this shoe, I run pavement and trail almost equally as well in this shoe. You can definitely, if most of your runs are pavement, this is still a great shoe. So I really like these. A lot of people, there are some other Ultras that I would use instead of these if I didn't run trail. So because I run trail, I like to use this one. So, and then the last shoe that I wear is one that I haven't been wearing as often since the coronavirus hit, and it is absolutely my favorite shoe for long runs. So if I'm going to go on a long run, and for me that's defined as anything from, let's say, 7 miles on up, and I'm going to run it at a conversational pace, meaning I'm not going to start increasing my heart rate by doing intervals during it, or I'm not going to run fast. I'm just going to run conversationally with friends for a long period of time. Then that definitely is this shoe right here, and that is the Hoka One One Bondi. And I love the Bondis. I've run in the Bondis for years, since the very first Bondi B came out a long time ago. We were the first company in this city to carry these shoes, primarily because I'd run in some at another location. So I love these shoes, and these are definitely my go-to for long conversational speed runs. If I was going to run a marathon, I'd probably run in these. Trail, ultra trail, we'll talk about something else later, but it would be maybe the Hoka equivalent of this shoe, and that would be the Speedgoat, is my opinion. But so anyway, this is the Bondi B. I have had these shoes for probably 7 months, and they have at least 750 or 800 miles on them. They're still very cushiony. The bottom looks a little rough. This is what it looks like on the bottom in my case. So I always do this. I wear the outside heel over time. I kind of drift in like that and then put all my pressure, my body weight comes down in the center, which is why you see the worn spot right here. But anyway, these are my go-to long run shoes at a conversational pace. If I want to go faster, I'm definitely wearing these Rincons. So anyway, so those are all the shoes that I wear. Those are my rotation shoes, except for this one, which is the shoe that I wear every day in the store, unless I have to wear a dress shoe or a casual leather shoe or something like that. This is the New Balance 860, and I have super high arches. My arches are very, very high. I run, all my shoes are neutral cushion shoes, and yet this New Balance 860 is a stability shoe. And the reason I wear a stability shoe to work in is that it supports my foot and supports my arch. Supports my arches while I'm standing. I do a lot of standing in the store. I do a lot of walking. I probably walk 10,000 steps a day, and I stand for probably 2 or 3 hours a day. So that is something that I address by using a stability shoe. We have a couple employees that have gone on into the medical field, and surprisingly, in talking to them, the New Balance 860 is a shoe that they've selected as their go-to shoe for nursing and stuff like that. So anyway, so those are the shoes that I wear. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments. Anyway, thanks.